Elizabeth Buenrostro lives with her family and her stable of horses in rural Bonsall.
Oh, hi, girl. Hi, girl. Yes.
Buenrostro is one of a half-dozen proponents of a citizens' initiative to approve a new master plan community in nearby Valley Centre called Lilac Hills.
I really feel that the Lilac Hills Ranch is an amazing solution to a big problem that our county has. We have a big housing crisis, and I don't know where my kids are going to live. And I love this project.
Plans for Lilac Hills have been in the works for several years, but the developer, Accretive Investments, is not confident it will pass the County Board of Supervisors. They've launched a citizens' initiative. Buenrostro shows us the thick tome.
What the initiative is to get the project on the ballot so that the voters in San Diego can actually vote for it or vote against it.
While the initiative to build a shopping centre on a Carlsbad lagoon failed, another initiative here in rural Valley Centre could be a different story. That's because the Carlsbad initiative was local, and in the case of Lilac Hills, it will be a county-wide vote. That could pit city residents against backcountry residents.
This brings to the public consciousness this issue of housing, and ultimately, when it gets voted upon, it'll get voted upon in the entire region. So we'll have a much larger regional conversation over whether or not and how we provide for housing in our regions.
Realty advisor Gary London says housing is unaffordable in San Diego because not enough new homes are being built, and most of the developable land in San Diego's urban areas is gone.
So we can't just sort of hide our heads in the sand as one region or one county and say if we don't develop it, they won't come. People will come. The community is going to grow regardless.
London says the traditional environmental review, or CEQA, is too slow and expensive.
And the initiative process is sort of a messy way to get around the elephant in the room issue, which is that our CEQA rules are in immediate need of refinement and adjustment.
But not all developers are giving up on CEQA.
No, we're going to continue forward in the traditional general plan amendment process.
Rita Brandon is with Newland, a developer working on proposals for another big master plan community up Interstate 15 called Newland Sierra.
We wanted to create these more compact neighborhoods versus spread the development out over the entire site.
Brandon says Newland does not believe the initiative process is necessarily any easier or less costly than CEQA review.
CEQA is an amazing guidepost for projects of all sizes to determine their environmental impacts. What's broken is not CEQA necessarily, it's the misuse of CEQA.
Back in rural Valley Centre, winding roads lead to where the Lilac Hills project is planned. Former County Planning Commissioner Patsy Fritz worries more than a decade of public meetings about the county's general plan for growth could be wiped out by an initiative, and with it, their rural lifestyle.
The general plan should last for 20 to 30 years. This was designed to do that. That's why it took 13 years. It cost you, all your viewers, myself, everyone in the county had to pitch in to pay $18,600,000 to get a balanced general plan.
Fritz is skeptical that approving Lilac Hills and building 1,700 homes where 110 homes are called for in the general plan will make housing any more affordable.
Housing crisis is, a wonderful catchy phrase. None of this is going to be affordable by anyone who has a household income that would be, say, less than $100,000 a year.
She knows that voters already facing numerous ballot initiatives are unlikely to make the kind of informed decisions that years of planning have reached.
We can't expect every voter to read every word of all the initiatives that are going to be on the November ballot, and there are a ton of them. So it's up like saying, well, it's not in my backyard.
Signature gatherers are working now for a November initiative on Lilac Hills. They have till April to collect 67,000 names to take to county supervisors, who can then either approve it or put it on the ballot for a vote. Alison St John, KPBS News.